Okay.
All right, we're here for our 2024 Pre-NCAA tournament press conference with the three-time OAC champion, Capital University Comets. We have here head coach Stacy Florence, senior Riley Jarvis, and juniors Andy Henry and Grace Osborne. We'll start with you, Coach. Your third straight OAC title. You put up your biggest win ever over conference rival Mount Union by 13 goals. How's it feel to be back in the NCAA tournament for a third straight time?
It feels good. This is our goal every year. I think that when we won it 2 years ago, it just proves that if we work hard for something, we can accomplish it. And going into playoffs, we just had the mindset that we were going to win the game before we even left the locker room. And I think that really showed in our playoffs game against Baldwin Wallace and Mount Union. Each game we were prepared scout-wise. We were ready for them. We knew what they were going to do. And I think our game plan, we executed perfectly on Wednesday and Saturday. And the championship game this year was probably one of my funnest games to watch.
And speaking of the OAC championship, Andy, you put up a career-high 10 goals, kind of playing on another level that game. Just kind of talk us through what was going through your head.
Not much, honestly. I had 3 different girls face guard me throughout that game. And I knew how to take each and every single one of them, so I took it to my advantage, I guess, and just ran with it.
Speaking of the OAC tournament in general, the team that you lost to in the regular season, Baldwin Wallace, you beat them by 13. The team that you've always seemed to have a tough time with, Mount Union, you beat them by 13. Everything seems to be clicking right now. How are you guys planning to keep that going heading into the NCAAs?
I honestly think that all of the hard work that we've put in throughout the season is really showing now. It's crazy to see the difference from the beginning and middle of season to where we are now, and to just have the opportunity to not only win the OAC tournament, but then move on to NCAAs with the first round bid for the first time is just a great experience. And it's really just because of, coach and all of the hard work that we put in at practice to get to this point.
Okay, so kind of talking about the NCAA tournament, it's a little bit different this time around. The last 2 years, we've gone on trips of 6 hours plus to Chicago and then to Washington and Lee last year. But this time we're staying in Columbus hosting for the first time. How is the preparation, the mindset, how is that different this year than last year?
We've been a winning team at our home stadium this whole season, so I think that's so exciting for us to finally be in the NCAA rounds and have it hosting at home. I think that is going to carry us far in this tournament, and also just our game-winning mindset that we've been having these past couple games especially. We don't carry that into our game coming up Saturday.
All right, we'll go back to Coach. The 2 teams traveling here to Columbus this weekend, Hope and Roanoke. We've obviously seen Hope already once this season, beat them 13-12 in overtime. But Roanoke is a completely new face. How are you preparing to face either one of those 2 teams?
Those 2 programs are very well coached. They're great programs. They're top of their conferences, if not winning their conferences. And so we know that game on Friday is going to be a true competition. It's going to be a battle. I think that we have a little bit of an advantage that we're so lucky we get to host and we have that first round bye. So we get to match up our scout and make sure that we know what we're going into on Saturday with either opponent. I think Friday will be a great game to watch and see how they compete and what they run and what they do. And then for us to be fresh, to turn around and play them the next day and really use our tools to our advantage. I think we're really excited to play at home on Saturday and to have our home crowd. Friends and family are here, and we're excited. It's awesome.
All right, so obviously a big game on Saturday. Also going on here at Capitol on Saturday is commencement. So senior Riley Jarvis will not only be playing in an NCAA tournament game, but be walking at graduation earlier that morning. Riley, what are you looking forward to on Saturday?
I'm looking forward to being able to do both. I was worried that if we made it to the NCAAs, I wouldn't be able to walk. Being a 2020 senior in high school, I didn't get a graduation either. But now that since we're hosting and we get this bye, it's just really exciting that I'm going to be able to get to do both. My family will be here to come watch me graduate in the morning, and then in the evening we'll play our game. So it all just like worked out perfectly in my favor, and I'm really excited to do it with my team.
All right, and lastly, we'd be remiss to not mention all the different level that Grace has been on this year. You broke the capital records for goals, draw controls, points. You've broken the single season NCAA record for goals. You're on the verge of breaking the career NCAA record for goals. Only 10 away going into Saturday. Just kind of talk about the season that you've had this year, just really stepping up, becoming that superstar.
I think where we've played tougher teams this season, it's really helped me be prepared for like these later games, and it's helped me advance on my skills because I'm seeing tougher competition. Also in practice, we have been clicking better, and it's just pushing each other. We're pushing each other to different limits, which is also helping me build on my skill. I think just being around a fun environment and being confident, I get most of my confidence from my coach. I think that really helps me build up myself and be confident on the field. I would just say that it's just fun. So you don't really look at the records when you're going through it. You just are having fun on the field playing the game.
All right, well, thank you all for coming out and talking us through a little bit about what you're preparing for on Saturday. We wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to see what happens.